How's it going, Rackle viewers? I am back, and let's get into part 2 of this 24th session of the Esterisle's Cartography Guild. See if anyone's back in the Discord.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they don't sell Fritos.
Yes,
Well,
they do.
in
Frito-Lay.
Canada.
Oh my god.
They don't sell Fritos in Canada.
I think you just live a shelf.
That's just Canada doesn't have freedom.
Yeah.
Can't spell freedom without Frito.
Well, at least we vote for our leader.
What the fuck is this
We do too, it just doesn't
conversation
matter.
I stepped in on?
We're
What?
talking, we're talking about... Apparently Canada doesn't have Fritos.
No.
Why?
Why would you want Fritos?
No, I
They're
mean,
good,
why are we
good.
talking about this?
Agree. I agree.
They don't have Fritos because they
Yeah.
don't have a leader.
We
They're
talked
electing
about...
the wrong leader.
We talked about... He has a bag of croutons, and then someone said Michael said you should put those on tacos, and he said no, I'd put it on taco salad. And I said you should put Fritos on a taco salad. And then he said, what are Fritos?
Oh my god, Fritos are like so violently NASCAR. I'm sorry, but that's what's
What
happening.
does that mean? What does that mean?
No, they're the kind of shit you would eat at a NASCAR rally.
No, you eat Budweiser.
It's, yeah.
What the fuck?
No, he's right. No. He's on to something.
You eat Budweiser at NASCAR rallies.
Yeah, he's got Fritos.
Lightly salted.
That's
Like, so
even
healthy. Good
worse.
job, Tyler.
Than actual Fritos.
Yeah, Tyler's is drinking thick water with a side of Fritos.
Yeah.
I'm
Lightly salted.
I'm
Lightly
eating a
salted.
sloppy Joe using whole wheat bread because I don't have hamburger buns.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What the fuck?
An extremely sloppy.
I've been living off food that another person's
Wow.
been feeding me when I brought up that I was
I've been
running out.
living off food,
I
full
can
stop.
I've been
Hell.
living off food.
My god, Tyler, you were out of food.
Oh yeah, I was in class today and Amber messaged me like, "Hey, I'm making fajitas and I know you're poor. Do you want some?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Jesus Christ.
And I said, "Yes, I do want some."
Hey, bitch, want food? Or you've been living off of it.
They were good fajitas. Like we made stew last night. You want some? You want some of that too? I was like, "Yes." Now I have a thing of stew. It's a lot of good food. I haven't had homemade food, and this isn't homemade. This is just sloppy Joe mix. But
Since we made food,
shut up.
Oh, is that what you're calling it now?
So, D&D time.
I actually have to leave real quick. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
My god.
Oh my god.
So how do I get back at Sun?
Kill her. Yep.
I don't think that fits the character. Nothing from anyone. That's fine.
I mean, I literally have
Okay.
spare silver
swords?
swords.
You need to reveal that you have been a changeling the whole time, and you've only been pretending to be upset because it would be in character for Q. So you're out changelinging the changeling.
Yeah.
So you know what you did to Merrick as Boots?
Right. Yeah.
cut off her balls.
That's all I need to say. Just do the same thing, but again. To Sen.
Tyler's poverty reminded me that I had guac in the fridge, and I'm eating that now.
Oh, she also made Tomatillo Sauce and brought that, so that's nice. Pretty good.
Ooh.
Oh.
A lot, yeah. You know, I've been living off
What's that?
pasta. Tomatillo is like a green salsa.
Tomatillo it's related to a tomato, but it's like not a tomato. It's a little green guy, and it has like a green like skin that goes around it, but you just toss the skin.
It's a husk that's around it. It's,
I also,
So,
I
like,
also
it's, it's a leaf.
it's a
I also
corn.
had-
The outside is corn, the inside is tomato.
what?
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
also had
accurate.
She brought over artichokes. I was like, okay, cool, that sounds good. Then I like opened it up and they were not like peeled or anything. I just had these like feathery monstrosities in a bowl. I was like, hey, how do I eat artichoke?
God, what the fuck is an artichoke?
It's like-
My god.
It looks like an alien egg, and you have to peel it. You have to peel back 90% of it to actually get to the part that you can eat.
Artichokes
Yeah.
are good if they're like grilled.
It's like oysters if they were a vegetable.
I feel like
But
you guys
oysters
don't know
are
how to
good.
prepare artichokes then.
I
love
sure don't.
oysters, though.
I
You
buy
eat
mine.
the leaves.
I buy mine already peeled and cooked and roasted.
I would just eat it like an apple, personally. Like
So-
you boil it and then you just.
So Matthew's actually from the artichoke capital of the U.S. This is not a joke.
It's true. There's a sign I could like get y'all a picture of.
Oh,
I-
we are. The place I'm from is the golf capital of Tennessee and also the chess capital of Tennessee.
That's pretty spiffy.
Yeah, it's because there's a lot of old retired people here. Anyway, now it's D&D time, you sons of bitches.
I need to talk to a girl whose face I stole for like an hour.
So here's
You're
the
gonna have
thing.
a hard time with that.
Because she's
Oh,
dead.
I see what you mean. What?
That is approximately 17 minutes away from me.
What the fuck? It's the artichoke town.
It's also where Fidel's family goes on vacation.
Castro
I get it.
Fidel.
I get it.
I feel like
Castro,
that's not true.
fucking.
Is that guy still alive?
No, he died a couple years
actually
ago.
pretty recently.
Ah.
That
So,
damn
Michael,
time.
So, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna roll this d6, and then that's gonna tell me who I give a fuck about right now.
Yeah.
Random
Hey,
chance.
I give a fuck about you today.
Can we like roll initiative?
I rolled a d6, which is kind of like initiative.
Basically initiative.
Yeah, it's like initiative, but wrong.
Yeah, I rolled initiative for you, but I didn't use initiative or anything. So. You said you needed to talk to your mother.
Yes. Oh, I won? That's cool.
Yeah.
I won.
You won.
I need to talk to my mother and run some expensive experiments.
Oh?
I would separately. I would prefer to like talk to her separately from Dad. Not to arouse too much suspicion, but you know.
I mean, he's off doing something. You see your opportunity, kind of steal her away.
Hello, Mother. I have some free time for the first time in a couple days, so there's actually something I've been meaning to talk to you about. I wanted to talk about it when I showed up home, but things went south. So
Yes.
it's now a good time.
Of course, anything.
Okay. I'll just like bring her to like I don't know wherever she sleeps or wherever I sleep, whatever's closer.
And it's, a room.
So you know Elrond, yes?
Well, yes. He is. He shows up occasionally at social gatherings within the Empire, and we occasionally get invited to galas here. So we've met, and I'm familiar with his. I'm familiar with him, and he. We began talking about my paintings, and
Yes. I saw one of his paintings when I went to his house. One of your paintings when I went to his house. Recognized it, and that's how I drew the connection. But something came up while we were adventuring, and I want to know, where do you get the inspiration for these paintings?
Well, sometimes it's from reading. When you would read me those books of adventure, I would paint scenes from them. But recently, well, since you've been away, I've just been getting inspiration from dreams, mostly.
Dreams, I see. That's interesting. These dreams, do they ever feel... This is going to be a strange line of questioning, but bear with me here. Do they ever seem real to you at all, or are they just kind of surreal, or anything like that?
I wouldn't call them. I wouldn't say that they're any different from usual. Why do you ask?
Okay. I don't want to worry you, but when I was adventuring, I came across a ruin, and within that ruin was a mural of sorts, and it looked exactly like one of your paintings. The burning ship underwater. Got a sort of a flashback to that when I saw it, and I started to wonder what that could mean. So, I needed to ask you.
Um. Well, that's quite the coincidence.
That's the thing, I'm not sure it is one. Is there a family history with strange dreams that might be about real events? Do you know anything like that? Did your mother or father experience anything like that?
Oh heavens, no. My side of the family is rather notoriously dull, not nearly as exciting as your father's side.
Okay. I just... ever since I joined the Cartographer's Guild, my eyes have been opened to a few things, and I never told you this, but I suppose now's a better time than ever. I haven't told anyone this really. When I was an adolescent, around 12, I started having strange dreams. And when I got into school, started studying history, I found out that I was dreaming about real historical events, like that I didn't know about. And that's kind of why I decided to become an adventurer. And I thought myself a bit of a freak, to be honest. And then figuring out that you are doing this as well, I don't want to freak you out, but it doesn't seem like a coincidence. And to be honest, I would like to. I need someone to talk to about this who understands it, but I don't know how to go about that. You understand? I'm hoping to talk to Elrond because he seems to know at least a few things about something related to this, adjacent to this. But I'm not sure how to bring it up, and I was hoping you might know something. It's okay that you don't, but it's weird. You would agree?
Much stranger than mine. I mean, my dreams seem usual to me. Call them historical.
Yes, and ever since I started adventuring, they've become waking. I've been interrupted in the middle of my adventuring by more flashbacks, and they follow a theme. I'm one of a set of people, consistently following some kind of life or story. I can't piece together a commonality between any of them, really, other than that I am a spellcaster of some sort. But ever since I've started adventuring, they've just been triggering randomly. I would come across a magical glyph and I would study it, and then flashback. I would cast a new spell, flashback to me casting that spell, but as a different person in a different time. And I'm going to try experiments before the Bright Moon Festival, see if I can scrounge something up, but I don't know who I can go to about this. So I'm just kind of telling you because you're my family.
Of course.
I haven't even brought it up to the others yet, because it's not nothing, but I don't know what to tell them exactly. It's just a thing. Abnormal, but I suppose abnormal things are happening to all of us.
She takes her hand and just places it on your cheek. You don't have to explain yourself, Gideon. You can tell me anything, I swear. I'm afraid I don't have any of the answers you're looking for, but... Well... Sorry, You just seem like a real adventurer. It's very... I'm very proud of you. You're just like the books. And she just, like, kisses you on your forehead.
Thank you for that. Yes, I suppose I'm just about where I want it to be. Maybe not quite as powerful, but I'm getting there. Well, you know me, I'm naturally curious. I just figured there might be some sort of connection between you dreaming of things and me dreaming of things, and they both seem to be real as can be, somewhat. I guess it's good to get it off my chest. Well, I don't have anywhere else to go with that conversation, but I do know one of my friends, Lucian, does enjoy painting as well. I don't know if you wanted to talk to him about that. Figure, make a new friend, the two of you. Be nice for you to know the people I'm traveling with and know you can trust them.
That does sound rather nice. I've been rather stifled since coming here the last couple of days. A lot of things to do.
Well, Lucy and I could regale you with some of the adventures that we've had, if that would provide any more inspiration.
Oh, I would love that.
Scene? Yes. We could grab dinner tonight, and if we could talk to, the three of us could talk to him. Invite Father along as well, of course. There's no reason not to. Where is he? Is he just carousing as normal?
Oh, he's stepping off to get us some new clothing. The weather in the city is a bit different. Not used to all the sea air.
That makes sense. Well, if I find Lucian, I will talk to him about telling stories and painting, and you guys can work on some things. Maybe make money, I don't know. I might have something for Elrond when he's around, because he invited us to dinner again. And of course, those dinners are very nice. So, of course I'd want to invite you.
Well, that does sound rather pleasant. He's quite the cook. Have you had dinner with him before?
Yes, I have. I would call it life-changing, but a lot of life-changing things have happened recently.
I suppose so.
Huh. Thank you for your words of encouragement. I have a busy couple of weeks ahead of me. My friends and I will be in the Bright Moons Festival competing. So of course you want to be there for that.
Competing?
Yes, sort of friendly sparring between different bands of adventurers such as ourselves. Hopefully we win.
Oh, that does sound rather exciting.
Yes, lots of people will be there.
I'm sure that the both of us will, we will definitely.
Indeed. It'd be great. It'd be great to have some people cheering me on in the stands. Well, thank you again. I need to be going, like I said, very busy. I need to prepare for all of this, but I will try and I will see you again tonight.
Of course. And, Gwydion.
Yes.
You can come to me with anything,
I know, it's just weird that when I come to people I normally look for answers. How it is. I'm not normally a person who just vents to people, but I understand.
And she gives you a hug and you go about your business.
Yes, thank you. So
I'm gonna do another D6 to...
Okay. And also spells. I am going to bite the bullet, and I am going to get a scroll of fireball.
Oh, jeez.
I think that one Might spark something.
Da-dun.
Are you specifically copying it down to your spellbook?
Yes. Oh, God, when in Rome. We'll see if I actually use it while adventuring. God knows I probably need to. Just broken.
The question is not ever when or even where to fireball, but the answer is always fireball.
Yeah, it's a good spell.
Third level spell. Hold on.
I have the prices. It's it should be 350 gold total, like 200 for the scroll, 150
Cha-ching.
Yeah.
into my book.
Yeah.
That's cheap.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
I just need to kill a fire elemental, please.
And yeah.
No, Soul here can help you with that.
And the day following, I will start casting spells at random, including Fireball.
Alright. We will get to that later.
D6 or D5.
Q.
Yeah, I'm looking for some +1 armor. So trying to get my armor that I crafted enchanted.
Of course. Well, you go and see Merlene for that. Is why she is there. You walk through the beaded curtain into the room, just lit by candles. She's sitting there smoking from the hookah. The snake kind of coiled around her body and like head over hers. So someone does grace my humble shop. What can I do for you?
Oh yes, I'm looking to get this set of plate mail enchanted, please.
I see. A rather impressive piece, if I do say so.
Thank you. It was created on the forge.
I will be able to enchant it, of course, for an appropriate amount of gold. Is this made of steel, then?
Yes it is.
It should take a little over a week to enchant altogether. It should run you about 1,000 gold.
That's fine.
Very well then. Come back in a week. You can pay me then, of course. She takes this breastplate and she's just like kind of running her hands over it, and she's admiring the work.
Yeah, Q's pretty like humble, so he doesn't really say much.
Yes, this will make a fine armor for you. Very well. I will get to work. She like runs off to the back to begin. In 1 week's time, so before anything happens, you do in fact get a set of +1 armor.
Sweet.
Additionally, you're spending your time making boots and stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, at least one set of boots. Otherwise, I don't really have any projects, so he's going to draft something for the future.
So you're sitting at your usual table, working up new designs, making some boots, tinkering a bit, just your normal thing. And you find that with each twist of a screw or mark on the page, you begin to notice a man behind you letting out oohs and ahs, in spite of how long it's been since he had begun doing it. When you turn your head, you find the Eric Cochran man. Here we're in the the roll 20. I can put him.
Put him.
I can put him.
Put him.
Put him.
Put him.
His he seems to be, he takes after like tropical birds, very bright, vibrant red colors, and very, very bright, and just intently watching you as you work.
Hello, can I be of service to you?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I just find your work quite fascinating. I've not the mind for it myself. I always get bored or distracted. And he's like, kind of, what are you doing to my boy?
You said he's red.
Get out of here.
Oh, what the fuck just happened?
I don't know what just happened. Right.
He's bleeding.
You get stabbed like 8 times in succession. No, he just like kind of watches you work. Say, what of those women that travel with you? They got a special hand crossbow on them, if I recall. Did you make that?
Yes, that was crafted by my hand with the assistance of the forge, of course.
Amazing. What would you say to making me one? I'll pay, of course.
What is your name?
Oh, I'm sorry, I should have introduced myself. Craig Quickfeather. I'm a member of the New Moon's Requiem.
You let you post that in chat?
Yeah.
The New Moon's Requiem. That's one of the ships for the Cartography Guild. Is that correct?
Yes.
What's that?
Under Captain Tullivan.
Do I remember which ship crew that is?
Yeah, that's the
Evil one.
it's the one that the rest of the party does not seem to like.
I'm indifferent. I like the halfling.
Yeah.
Why did I know that you were going to make a weapon for them? I fucking knew it.
Crack.
They are the ones that you are going to be fighting
I fucking knew it.
for the Brightman's Festival.
Yep, sure is.
Wonderful.
Right, and when did you need this weapon by?
Oh, say a week or two.
A week or two. Of course. Isn't your crew going to be in the tournament for the festival?
Why, yes. Of course.
Interesting. Well, I would be happy to make you one. It does take some time to do so, but I should have it easily done within a week.
Oh, very good. And how much would you charge?
Well, as Matthew looks up what the fairest rate would be for labor, what the fuck is labor rates in...
Well, he needs to cover the material cost and then also labor and craftsmanship as well.
Labor 5E? Is that gonna... expenses. Okay.
There you go.
Let's see here.
If you double the material costs and then some.
Services. Skilled is 2 gold per day. And if we're doing like a week, that would be like 14 gold. And then materials. Yes, that would be 15 gold for the item.
Very fair. Here. And he hands you 15 gold pieces.
I gotta look up something. How much does a standard hand crossbow cost?
Way.
Oh wait,
more
no, you're
than
right. Like, what does a hand crossbow cost? It's like 35 gold or something, right?
It's like
75 gold.
Okay. I need to.
expensive.
Okay.
I need to
Honestly, I would charge
readjust
him
this.
about maybe 100 just to say screw it.
So Q's gonna charge him 50.
Let's see. So it costs 75, and then for labor it's 14. So yes, that would be 89 gold precisely.
It seems fair enough to me. He counts out 89 gold pieces and he hands it to you.
I knew that number was wrong.
It would be nice to have a project, and I may be even to be able to improve on the design from the last one.
No!
The
Why?
triple penetrator. I sent 3 bolts.
I would very much appreciate that.
He's gonna make an auto-loading hand crossbow at this rate.
I've learned from my previous experiences, and this shall be great.
He's gonna
Thank you
make
for the
Van
project.
Helsing.
Fantastic. I'm glad I can be of some assistance to you. You can just leave it with Bertrand when you're done.
Of course. And where would I find him?
He works as the barkeep.
I knew that. I did forget it though.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm quite excited to be working on a crossbow of my own design.
I'll leave you to it then. Thank you, friend. And he just flies off.
Oh, tell Roy, that concoction I made you for your indigestion, I probably should have mentioned there may be some side effects.
Excessive hair growth, impotency.
Oh, well, he doesn't have
14
to worry about
gold.
that.
That's a good week's worth of work. Gosh.
He has a chalk deficiency. God.
Are you going to try to improve on the design?
You know, mechanically, as far as the game is concerned, no. But as
Okay.
far as like the way the weapon
Perfect.
functions, of course.
Okay.
Good.
No, I'm gonna make it shoots 3 bolts in 1 turn. They deal your modifier and damage. Yep.
At this point, we're talking like efficiency. You know, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not necessarily like more powerful.
So
It's
you're
better.
you're basically gonna build in the crossbow expert feat into the crossbow itself.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think I can, but
That'd be
we'll
hilarious.
touch on that later.
I hope you can't. That'd be
Oh,
dumb.
No.
He doesn't already have that feat.
Okay, crack isn't that
Well,
bad.
Thank you, Q.
God damn it.
Excellent. Most excellent.
What if we
It's not
lose?
going to bite me in the ass at all later.
Yeah, what if we
Absolutely.
lose to the
I
double
would've never-
penetrator?
Then I'm gonna yell at Q a lot.
Q, why are you arming our
One of
enemies?
those!
First you armed Liliana, our enemy, and now you're arming Crackback Feather Nose.
He's like America.
He's never done anything to harm me or wrong
He was
me.
the ultimate
He is
capital.
in a position where he is going to harm you literally 2 weeks from now.
It's like Lennon said, the paladins will sell the crossbow.
No. The reason why I did that is because I knew that he couldn't resist.
He really
I
couldn't.
know.
Hey, Q has a week of nothing to do, apparently. Let's give him something to do for a week.
Yeah, let's give him something. I'm being nice. Heinrich.
Yeah.
You are wanting to go to some sort of library, look at like as many maps as you could find. Rather than just going out and going and looking for libraries, you know, like Gwydion is rather, you know, he does a book from now and then. He would probably know where a library was.
Isn't he out doing his own thing? Would he be in the area?
Well, over the course of the 2 weeks before the Bright Moons Festival, you definitely find him.
He's gonna spend he's gonna spend time on the ship experimenting for sure.
I hope not experiment.
He'll just be on the deck.
Alright, I'll walk up to Gwydion and I greet him by just saying hello with the mic
You see like a mote of flame start to conjure up between his hands. He's like, "Huh? Hello? What?"
What are you doing?
Magical experiments.
Why are you so embarrassed?
It's just unexpected. I wasn't expecting company. It's kind of... It's about to do something a little bit dangerous. I didn't think there'd be people around.
I hope it did not involve fire, since you are on a ship made of wood.
So what was your question?
Oh, Christ.
Yes, I do indeed have a question. You are proficient in the books, yes? I would like to know if you know of any particular islands to the west. Where that's not German. Okay. Whatever. Any
Ruins?
islands to the west that may have giant temples on them, yeah?
Giant what? Sorry?
Temples.
Temples.
Not temples, but worship temples.
Gwydion thinks to himself for a moment, and then he asks the dungeon master, what I know? We've only gone east, but what I know of, western islands with temples?
As far as you're aware, no one has ever explored out west and made it back. However, you do have that atlas that does have all sorts of like notes on like a landmass over to the west and like a handful of islands.
Yes, we have not gone west as a group. People typically don't come back from that journey. However, I do have an atlas that has a handful of islands that you could look at and see if there's anything of note there. I'll show you real quick. You can hold on to it if you'd like. I have more.
Yeah, thank you.
Gwydion, I guess we'll like... We'll say he has it on him for expediency's sake. We'll just like unravel like a... Just take out like a... Is that atlas like a book? Is there like a big map? I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry.
It's like a book.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just hand that over to Heinrich. If you find anything relating to what you're looking for, let me know, I guess. I mean, we're supposed to help you with this, I think, so it's probably best.
Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. Thank you. You are the captain after all. But yeah, I hope I will find something. It's a little vague, but I just know it's somewhere to the west, so...
I could keep an eye out if you want to inform me about, like, what exactly you're looking for. Temples, you said?
Grand temple, somewhere
Okay.
Yeah.
Any symbology that you know of that I might be familiar with?
With Nishaku. Yes.
I think the most I know about him is that book that I found and gave to you.
It's not...
So
It's alright. Please, don't assume genders.
yes, sorry. Yeah, not my field of expertise, old gods, unfortunately. But I'll let you know if I find anything else, if I remember something. Otherwise, I can point you in the direction of the local library as well, if I have anything. I spent a few hours there.
Yeah, I'll take a look. I'll look at there as well. Thank you.
We'll give Heinrich directions to the library, and once he's gone, he'll try and resume what he was doing.
Say you go to the library and you find as many like maps that you possibly can, and none of them are nearly as detailed as the one you have in the book that Gwydion gave you. The one that Gwydion gave you is very old. Probably it's about the same age, you would say, roughly, as the book on the Elder Gods, give or take a few centuries. But looking through it, it seems that most of the maps that they have in the library are just of the Esterisles themselves. Some of them don't even have all of the islands like drawn in. There's more detailed like close-ups of the individual islands. It seems that none of them have anything marked for like a grand temple of sorts. But you do know that Nishar-Ur is most commonly worshipped by drow, and drow don't typically end up on the surface.
Would there be any indication on any of these maps or atlases of potential drow populations seen on any of them?
For what? Sorry?
Like, if previous explorers ever, identified that, hey, they saw like a drow on this particular island. Not a whole not a village, but just unusual that you see drow on this one island. Anything like that? Nope.
From what you can tell, like from what you find, most of the drow that are seen coming out from the island of Maryland. It seems like there might be. It seems to you like there might be some sort of like a major city in the world below, beneath that island, and it has routes that lead upward into it.
When you said Maryland, like the state?
Yeah. No.
No.
Not like the state.
The land of mayors.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maryland.
The land of the Mayrish. Yeah, it is the island you just came from. That is true.
I guess possibly anything else other than that now, just explore the island. Us wouldn't really have anything else to do. Not exhausted the resources, so you'd just be like hanging around the island.
Like for a moment, I was just like I thought you were talking about going to Maryland and exploring, and I was just like, that's gonna be a rough time for you, friend. Okay. Next up, Leora.
What's up?
I mean, aside from playing the hurdy-gurdy, you said you wanted to do a few things. I'm assuming you just play the hurdy-gurdy, you're just doing all
I believe
that.
I'm technically not proficient in it, so I'm trying to get to that.
Okay, make me a performance check.
Wow! Wow!
Yeah.
Lucky number 7.
Well, it's a 13 total. You played better. You're getting there. Like a 13 from you is better than a 13 from you.
Me.
Wait, has it been a whole day?
Huh?
Or are we still... Is it the same day? Or is this the next day?
It is some point within the next 2 weeks.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I have
Yeah,
all my stuff.
And that it is fine. Now, you said you wanted to speak to Emilia.
Yes, I need to speak to her, and I also want to try and help Q with whatever he's working on so that he can specifically deny me.
Okay. As you're going to go to Emilia, you're finding Q making a crossbow, but very similar to the one that Liliana had.
Ah, well, this certainly looks familiar.
Yes, I was commissioned to make another.
Definitely make sure it doesn't have the same crankshaft problem as the old one.
There will be some adjustments made to the original design, yes.
Would you like any
This
help
time.
with it?
They're on fire.
I'm currently at the point where I only need my own 2 hands, not any others.
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
You are welcome. I walk away. After a
Right.
slight uncomfortable silence.
All right. You walk down the hallway to where Emilia is, and she's just like leaning up against the wall again. She sees you approach. Oh, Leora, it's you.
So I heard that you've been getting yourself into quite a bit of trouble lately.
Me? You were the one that went into the heart of the Empire.
It was not exactly part of the plan.
I'm just.
It just kind of happened. Well, I was shot by Liliana.
Liliana, why?
She works for the Inquisition, apparently.
What?
Yeah, we didn't exactly know.
I mean,
You didn't tell her, did you?
Of course not.
Good. And you're okay.
Great.
Damn it. She doesn't have. I mean, I rolled a really good number, but
It wasn't good enough.
no.
of course not.
I am just great.
That's how I used to feel.
Let's roll sleight of hand. 39. Well.
Anyway.
Well, whatever you did over there got the Inquisition to leave. As upset as my father has been, he has been somewhat more relaxed about things.
That's good. Cassie has told me that I'm supposed to take care of you from now on.
Take care? Oh, my father just wants to make sure that someone has their eyes on me, just to make sure that. Well, with the Inquisition gone, it really shouldn't matter one way or the other presently. I do appreciate you taking an eye out, though.
About that, I may have... Actually, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Make me a deception check. I'll never fucking mind.
Oh
Big
my
numbers.
god! It's
I rolled
boots
a
all over
natural
again.
So. Okay. Is there a particular reason why you came? Other than not that you need a reason to come here or anything, you know.
Why is she acting strange?
Roll an insight. Oh, never mind. She didn't. It seems to you that she just didn't want to make it seem like you needed a reason to just show up. Like it seems to you that she specifically wants to like know why you came without like, you know,
Making it weird that you did come.
yeah.
It is weird when I come. I just wanted to make sure that you were okay with everything going on.
Well, aside from the Inquisition coming to attacking the place, everything's been fine since. A little rattled, but I mean, they didn't find me in here, so everything's been quiet. And it's been quite the relief that they're gone.
Certainly is nice.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but little kitten just did a big old stretch and just like sighed, and it was the cutest fucking thing on the planet.
Meow,
I wish.
Is there anything else you would like to do with Emilia?
Yeah, actually. What's the price for 5 pounds of chalk?
5 pounds of chalk. Do you ask her?
God, no.
Okay,
My stomach's fine.
so that's nice.
No, I do have a lot of money to spend, though, so I'll be thinking of what to do with it.
Okay. All right, we'll get back to you then.
Okay.
Lambert,
Yes, I am Lambert.
you are next as well. You have anything in particular that you are doing? What happened to you?
Well, there's mailing the grimoire after copying down all the important information from my own personal notes.
That takes time, but that's,
Right.
not very intensive.
Other than that, I mean, more than likely what would happen is... Okay, so we have 2 weeks until the festival, right?
2 weeks and 2 days.
That actually works out wickedly perfect. Because more than likely what Lambert would end up doing, realizing he's probably going to be short about 200 gold, he's going to be doing everything he can to make money, fighting in the pit, seeing if there's any weird contracts just outside the city for, like, nuisance monsters, frickin' what have you. And, more than likely, no matter how that turned out, after that first, like, week of trudging or trying to earn money to make up for the 200 he's short, or less than 200 he's short, he's gonna suddenly realize, I have a fucking full set of plate armor I could sell and make up the difference. And I'm a fucking idiot. I fucking forgot I had the goddamn plate armor from when Q made that set.
Yeah, we just never did anything with that.
Yep, so I'm probably gonna go up and I'm gonna try to bargain. Doramu, I would like to bargain.
So what? That's like full plate is about
1,500 brand new. This is a used set, so less than half. Fuck, 500. I'm still good.
Make me I guess persuasion check.
Because I'm so good at those.
Well, I mean, if you're not, then that makes it better for me.
Spin the wheel. That's an 8.
Yeah, I mean, you managed to get someone to buy it off of you for 500.
Good enough.
So Lambert.
Yes.
As you're having a meal at the guild hall, you can't help but have noticed the Water Ganazi crew member of the New Moon's Requiem, Rain, if you recall correctly. Let me go ahead and put him up here.
Oh, I thought he was a drow. He's actually a water gun. Okay.
Yeah, he's a Water Ganazi.
I didn't think he was a drow.
Still looks like a drow.
No reason.
Oh, because of that. That's why. Yep, got it.
Yeah.
I erased his ears. He is a Water Ganazi.
Okay,
Sure,
okay, we believe
whatever
you.
you say.
We believe you.
That's something that actually had to happen. Yeah, you see him sitting by himself, polishing an abnormally large golden bow. He glances over at you and notices you kind of looking. Don't worry, this isn't the one I'll be using in the arena. I have a stone maple I carved for that one. And he just keeps polishing.
What does that mean?
That seems rather ornate to even be functional as a weapon.
Oh, it's a strong magic, yes. Your name is Lambert, yes?
Yes,
I've-
it's Esterisle.
Yeah. I've seen you around. I've met a man not unlike you before, much older though. Same white hair, yellow eyes, way you hold yourself, those swords. And you say you're from Esterisle.
Yes, I did.
So, you've been made a brutal monster killer and you find yourself traveling the seas. How's that come about?
Well, if you want the full story, it's a bit horrifying. The short answer is, we're taken from our homes at a young age, trained at that young age, and normally only about a third of us, if we're lucky, survive all the trials and begin walking the path to be said monster slayers.
He kind of smiles a bit. I'm not too dissimilar. Trained from birth for a single purpose, only to have it take a turn you hadn't expected. I suppose there's no shortage of monsters out there at the sea to keep you busy, grounded. We all have our purpose. With that, he kind of gets off his seat, taking the bow with him, now finally polished.
You
It was
know,
nice. Oh, go on.
one quick question. The gentleman you met, did you happen to catch his name?
Yes. Hold on.
As he
Let
goes
me
to
just
check my notes.
phone.
Hold on. I had, first off, it was written down, I swear. But it was written down in not this set of notes, but my set of notes about him personally.
I've been doing that lately,
Right.
and
Isn't
it
it
drives
the
me nuts.
Fucking worse.
Like, I thought I was organized, but I'm like shifting through notes and pages to find this.
That's why I use like
Okay.
flowcharts.
Raylan of Sorrel.
Raylan's. Interesting. I certainly would like to meet that man.
Oh, I'm sure you'll find him about. It was nice speaking with you, Lambert of Sorrel.
You as well, Rain. You as well.
I believe I'll enjoy our bout. Oh. Before I go, I have a question for you. I'm sure you've heard plenty of your kind going missing out of nowhere. You wouldn't happen to know why that is, would you?
Most I've heard is that the largest scale of them seem to have had the entire monastery of them disappear. But that could very well just attribute to the local denizens deciding to take less than kindly to the occupation of the island. But beyond that, nothing.
Well, you probably needn't worry. You'll either find out or you won't. Needless to say, I'd wager the only danger you'll find yourself in will be of your own making.
As is any of us on the path.
He just kind of leaves with a smile. Faint smile.
Fake smile.
Faint.
Faint, small,
Fake.
hard to discern.
Yeah.
Raylan's. I do not that is not in my notes. That is something Legion came up with. That is interesting. Okay. Now I get that notes about that. That's interesting.
Now, you'll also keep in mind, I did send you a message whenever you first pitched me your character about me doing something.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind.
Oh. Okay.
Soon. Don't worry about it too much.
Okay. I was wondering when that was gonna come up. Alright.
Don't you fucking just... I see you over there worrying.
I'm not worrying this time. I'm curious.
I'm gonna need you to cut that shit out.
I'm not worried this time. I'm just authentically curious.
I think you'll like it.
Probably.
The next one I rolled was Lucian.
The only one left.
No. Oh, really?
No? Yeah.
Okay, I should do you next anyway. There's still more notes I have aside. So, we can either talk to Gwydion's mom or go to the Iron Tankard for... I mean, I know there's other things you want to do. I wrote down the list of things that you said, though, so...
Yeah, okay. Well, that's fine. I'll go beat the shit out of people first.
Okay. You walk your way to the Iron Tankard yet again, only to find, standing outside of it, leaning against the wall, is Jin, the blue-skinned tiefling of the New Moon's Requiem. I thought I'd be able to find you here.
I guess you made the right bet.
Truth be told, I've been coming here every day for a time. We need to talk.
About what exactly?
How do you feel about the skirmish they've signed us up for?
Well, I'm certainly worried about your big friend hurting someone again.
Look, I know Brosdar. He's still got his head in the pit.
I get it. Trust me.
See, he wasn't a slave. He just fought for the fun of it. All he ever wanted was a good fight. I know he went more than a little rough on your friend, but sometimes he just gets into a match and he just... I don't mean to defend him. We've just been together for a long time, ever since we met Talvin.
It's weird. I don't recall seeing him, but I know I saw you.
Oh, yes, they only put Brosdar in matches that he would win handedly. He wasn't a fighter, per se. He was the monster.
You asked how I felt about this skirmish. Is there a reason you ask?
I don't know.
You don't like the idea?
I guess it's just been a while since I fought like that. I guess it's a little different. It's not a match to the death. It's gonna be weird having healers there too.
Right. When someone's on the floor, you stop hitting them.
Yeah. I just put so much of that behind me.
It was an experience.
Do you remember anything before the pits?
Ever since I've started going out to the sea, I feel it must have been recent, but I think I've forgotten a lot of it. I'm not even sure I remember where I used to come from.
Yeah, all I remember is being a slave. The cook hand at first. Eventually they found out I had some magic in me. Gave the cook a right shock. She didn't find it nearly as funny as I did. When they saw the things I could do, they trained me to fight, and as soon as I was old enough, I was put into the arena.
The arena. Someone's really got to show those assholes a lesson. That was not words. Those were not... did not speak English.
What's English?
Fair.
Common.
Yeah, I don't know what I would have done if Talvin hadn't have freed me.
Talvin, huh?
Yeah.
Can't say I like that character.
Talvin's a great guy. He comes off as arrogant, and he can be a real dick to people sometimes. But I know him. He's got a kind heart.
Well, he certainly showed that kind heart off when we first met. A great first impression.
Yeah. I'm not asking that you be good friends with him or anything. Just try not to hold a grudge too bad. He's just competitive, is all. Tries real hard to prove himself, being a bastard of the... Forget I said that.
Right.
Listen, I gotta head out. I promised Pembroke I'd have a drink with him, and if I don't get a nap in beforehand, I'm gonna have a very rough morning tomorrow.
Yeah, I can tell that just looking at him.
Thank you for your time.
Take it easy.
She walks away. You continue up into the pub. When you get in there, you see Gorthok getting ready for a fight. He looks good. Any traces of the injuries Brazdar gave him are completely gone. In fact, his skin is a much more vibrant shade of that gray-green. And he looks much stronger than he was. He's in the ring, shirtless, wearing finer pants than usual, without all the patches and holes, and just wrapped from fingers to elbows in hand wraps. His competitor is the Goliath man, much like yourself. With his pale gray skin, you have him pegged as a stone Goliath. Even only half giant, he manages to tower over the full-blooded orc who he is to fight. The bell rings and they go at each other. Goliath brings out a haymaker, only to be dodged by Gorthok, ducking below the hook. Now I'd like you to make me a perception check, if you wouldn't mind too terribly.
I can do that. That's an 18.
Wow.
It was like a flash, but you followed it. As he ducks beneath the Goliath's fist, he grips his right hand into a fist and pulls it back for one big swing, one that lands right beneath his opponent's chest. The force of the punch itself is astonishing. The sound like the roar of thunder. Enough to send the Goliath flying back into the wall against the other side of the bar, and to cause the hand wraps around his arm to burst into scraps of cloth among the floor. Gorthok takes in a deep breath and exhales. People flock over to the Goliath, alive, but unconscious. Gorthok comes out from the pit and into the rest of the bar, pulls a coat off the rack, and notices you there. Hey there, stranger. How you been?
One punch! My god.
One punch!
Certainly a lot better than when I last saw you.
I haven't been doing too bad. Finally getting out of that old room. I got a bigger one on the way. Got some new clothes. Haven't lost a fight since, well, you know.
Right.
Now, you notice, you kind of just take a look at his arm, bare of its hand wraps. It reveals thick black veins bulging across it. And for a moment, you swear you can see something moving beneath his skin. He notices you looking, and he puts on his coat, making sure to cover his arm. Well, maybe not all recovered. I already feel better than I ever have, though. Give it another week or two, and maybe I'll be the biggest, strongest son of a bitch in Tortana, huh?
Ah, fuck, I'd believe it.
Now, listen, I got work tonight, but it was good to see you, Lucian. Hate that we only keep meeting and parting, but busy times, friend.
Right. Make sure to keep healthy. I feel like there's something more you're not telling everyone here.
Nah, that's not me. Just, I wouldn't worry about it.
He's doping. He's got them steroids.
Well, he gives you a handshake and runs off. Right, he doesn't run off. Walks off.
Walks off. Yeah.
Get all the drugs in his
Unsuspiciously.
From behind the bar. Well, isn't that something?
What's going on with him?
What, you mean his arm?
Yeah.
He's been self-conscious about it. Not sure what's going on, but well, he's had his arm wrapped ever since that fight. But he's doing good. And some Gorthok working for coin instead of just beating it out of people.
I mean, Red, I'd be surprised as well.
I tell you, that monster might have done him a favor, but nearly killing him. He's quit drinking, finally started taking care of himself. Well, he turned himself around.
I feel like there's something else going on. I mean, that doesn't just... Do you get beaten half to death and come back stronger?
Well, near-death experiences sometimes will do that to a man, wouldn't you think?
Wow, shit, I guess I should know. Ah, he's from planet Vegeta.
What?
That was not in character at all.
God damn. I don't believe you.
What's a Vegeta? Is that like a cheese sauce?
Well, I'm sure I can't put on as much of a spectacle as he just did, but if you've got any fights lined up.
Of course. Go on in. You know the drill.
Roll fucking attack roll, athletics, con save, yeah. That's what's going on. Well, that's a natural 1, and a 14, and a 16. Okay, that was horrible.
Seen better. I've seen better.
Yeah.
You managed to somehow, by a miracle of nature and physiology, breaking every possible law of biology, rack yourself with your own elbow.
Apparently.
The attack roll, was it? Oh, right.
It was the attack roll!
Instead of athletics, huh? Yeah, you miss so terribly that you leave yourself so open. Why? Why is there a +4 for the con? Oh, because you have a thing for the con.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah. I knew it wasn't, but I didn't know why it showed up on the save and not the athletics. Because it's supposed to be a Constitution check, I believe.
A Constitution check. That's even worse. That's like a 9 plus 4 is like 13.
Strangely enough, your Constitution is the only pass in that entire thing.
Great.
Just barely. Not the athletics portion. You lost, friend.
Yeah.
It's another not very good
What a
week.
fucking 1.
Hi, I'm Nappa, and this is Vegeta. He's a prison bitch.
Sure, I can beat the shit out of these people, but not with a 1.
If I hit this guy, he's fucked. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Just
Oh,
fucking Gorthok you.
my god.
Alright. So, we're gonna do one of these. Whittian. The universe has dictated that you are next. So first things first. What all are you? I know you're testing out Fireball. Are there any other spells that you are also testing?
I would go through my whole repertoire to basically try and get a spell from every school. Like, if you want to look at my spell list and look around, I've got at least one from all schools.
Alright, so...
I think it might be the most evocative, pun intended.
Oh yeah, I understand why you would think that. Why don't you give me, like... Because it'll be easier this way, for me, specifically. Which is what I care about. Say we just, like... What do you think the best, like, the most evocative abjuration spell would be?
Oh. Dispel magic.
Okay.
Yeah. I can cast major armor on myself, and then I can dispel it or something like that, or I can take one of my magic items and just sap the magic from it for a little bit.
Well, those work.
Okay.
Yeah. Got that one.
Alright. How about Conjuration?
Conjuration. I'm basically just like going and seeing what the highest level I have of each is. And for Conjuration, I believe Misty Step is what I've got for that.
Misty Step, huh?
Yeah, that's only second level though.
Divination?
I got a lot of divination spells. See Invisibility is my highest level one.
Okay. Enchantment.
Enchantment?
Well, I have a scroll of modified memory, but I already did that. So
Enchantment?
I don't have much in the way of that. I actually might not have.
I don't think
I might not have an enchantment spell.
Not
In which
enchantment.
I can grab one, but experimenting on enchantment magic is kind of can be unethical.
say the least.
I can purchase another scroll if I need to. Scroll.
I mean, what if you were to do so? What spell would you get?
Oh God, these are all evil.
Well, I mean, I'm not the one who wrote about this guy,
Yeah.
but you wrote about the guy. Does he strike you as particularly kind?
Ugh. Okay. How about? Oh, this is from Acquisitions Incorporated.
Oh
I
God.
don't think I have that one. Oh, I actually do. Do they have like business rules that I liked? I'm not even joking.
I
Like,
know.
they joked about. I mean,
Sleep. I've got sleep.
oh, you got sleep.
Enchantment.
Okay.
I can cast that at 3rd level.
Interesting.
It's my only enchantment spell.
Alright. What kind of necromancy would you cast?
Okay. I think that I only have Toll the Dead. However, now that I think about it, it would be very obvious to get Animate Dead.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh God.
That would be something that makes the most sense. So I can chill out for that too, even though that's also incredibly unethical. Or I can get Life Transference. But I think Animate Dead makes the most thematic sense. I'll just have to
Find a dead person.
like ask permission.
Hey, Gwydion, I know where a dead person is.
Oh God. I don't like that already.
Okay, I will shell out more money for this. I'm gonna drop 350 to transcribe Animate Dead into my spellbook. That'll probably never ever get used, like outside
Well,
of this.
except for the once.
Except
How
for
about your transmutation spell?
slow
Slow.
3rd level, yeah.
All right. Okay. So you take some time to test out some of these spells. You start out with, some of the. You start out with like Misty Step. Doesn't seem to do much.
I need a better Conjuration spell.
Better isn't the word I would use, but in this, I mean, it depends. The divination spell you chose didn't seem to do much of anything. And when you think that this endeavor isn't as lucrative as you previously thought, you take a moment to just kind of focus on some of the memories that you have in your head, some of those dreams that you've had. And you test out Fireball.
Uh-oh.
We're safe. I cast it into the air if I have to.
Yeah, like, you cast it somewhere, big explosion, people like cheer from the sidelines of the side of the docks. Oh! As you cast it, you feel how dry your skin is, like scales across your arms. You feel the heat off of it. The entirety around you has just turn into flames. You see some of your comrades around. Although that you've managed to mostly not live through some of these memories a second time, this time you get the full brunt of it. The entirety of the slaughter that you took part in. When you're finally done, you trying to figure out how exactly I'm trying to say this, because I know what's happening, but like my brain didn't make a sentence for this particular thing. When you blink one more time and you find yourself somewhere else. You're still you're on the ground, the sweat on your scales gathering up sand as it sticks to you.
I have scales in this?
Yes.
Okay. That's different.
It seems to you that what you just saw was not just a memory, but specifically, not just not normal. It seems that this person just relived that moment. He now is covered in this this dress you would probably wear in a desert. You find yourself covered in sand, sticking to the sweat along your scales, breathing heavily just on the ground. It seems that it's deeply affected him, like he's just reliving that memory over and over, and somehow has found himself in this desert. The desert itself seems familiar to you as well. And you look off into the distance and you find a very familiar looking city. I mean, that's what you remember.
That's all? Okay.
Yeah, that's it for that one.
That's weird. I don't know if this was... I'll message you about it.
Yeah. You try your hand at a couple of the other ones. Dispel magic and sleep don't seem to do much. Are you testing out Animate Dead?
Yes.
That's a good question. However, if you can respond to that message I just sent you, if you like.
Hold up. There might be a way to go around this that doesn't look creepy as all fucking sin.
You know what? I actually did get that switched. You're right.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
So...
Okay, it has to be humanoid.
The rest of it's the same. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm getting it switched with...
a different one.
A different one.
So but no scales, I guess, was that?
Yeah, no scales. Your normal fleshy ass body.
Normal half-orc self.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That's my bad. Don't worry about it. If you were to animate Dead, how do you intend on getting that done? It does require a medium or small humanoid body.
Yeah.
Or pile of bones.
Or a pile of bones.
Or a pile of bones. But they do have to be medium or small humanoid bones.
I guess the question is, Gwydion, who do you ask to go grave robbing with you?
Don't ask me. The last time I did that, it didn't go well.
No, we don't need bodies.
Why does this always end up in the game somehow where we're grave robbing constantly?
Listen, it's for science.
In the campaign right now, and it's explicitly grave robbing.
Oh, I mean, if you took that approach, then you should ask Q.
Yeah.
You ask for illicit things. How dare you?
Oh my god. Why do we always end up grave robbing again?
Help their victims.
I asked you to help me make a corpse. Now ask me to help you find a corpse.
I will.
Awkward.
As much as kind of cold as he is, I enjoy my conversations with False Ender. And when I get the scroll of Animate Dead, I would ask him, is there, this is a weird question, but this is for an experiment, is there a place where they would be willing to provide
A body.
bones or bodies for this spell for magical experimentation purposes? I would prefer not to do anything illegal.
And why do you assume that I would be one to know of such things?
Because you're a wizard like me. Figured you might know somewhere. I mean,
Yes.
since Necromancy's a school and this is a spell, I figure.
A wizard like me. I do know a place.
Of course he does.
What does that mean?
Of course he does.
Would you mind letting me know so I could pay a visit?
Very well. Come with me tonight. We will go there.
Excellent. I'll meet you out here tonight. I assume
Perfect.
after your work is done. Okay. Gwydion's gonna step outside. He's like, gulp. He's going to write down the other stuff he saw. Also, probably worth noting, after the last stream, he would absolutely step below deck and vomit. But other than that, he would go about his daily duties.
Okay. Leora,
What up?
we're gonna go to you next. So I'm sorry, hold on. Oh my god, I have so much. Okay. Leora, when you're returning to the guild hall one night, you are met by Talvin, the half-elf captain of the New Moon's Requiem.
Oh god.
He approaches you.
I'm seeing a theme.
Never. Hey there. Name's Talvin. I'm one of the cartographers here. Captain, in fact.
Oh my god.
What's a sweet little thing like you doing in a place like this?
Horrifying visage.
How clearly has he looked at me?
He went over to you and said this. What do you mean?
So when he says that to me, I'm gonna like lean over and like cough and like cover my face. And when I come back, there's gonna be a little bit of stubble on it.
Oh, that's good. I love it.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Not my niece, not my problem. That's terrible.
God damn, Matthew.
Nice.
Neat
Well,
trick you
I'm
got
just-
there.
Wait, what did you say?
Neat trick.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
He brings his hand around his face, kind of like, you know, the thing where like you're changing facial expressions in front of a 2-year-old and they think it's the funniest fucking thing on the planet, but just like one of those, and he makes himself look feminine. From what you can tell, he goes, you know, from normal Talvin to Talvin if girl.
I see I'm not the only one with these skills. Hey, what does Tolvin look like, Michael? Can I get a physical description?
Half elf.
About
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus fucking Christ.
very
This is-
big.
This is the guy who was kind of
No.
a dick, and he had a no.
Oh yeah, that was him.
Yes, that was him.
Light him on fire.
Break his kneecaps,
And then light him on fire.
and then break his kneecaps again.
Use him and leave him chained to a bed.
Yes!
Yeah, Matthew, you're a funny guy.
No, totally pull the Witcher 3 after you freaking seduce both Triss and freaking Yennefer, and they just leave you tied to the damn bed. Come on, it's great. Do it the day before. Do it the day before the fight, though.
Well, it's not the day before the fight, and here he is. So
He's fussing with his hair. He doesn't know what to do.
so what are we doing?
You must consult the dice.
I don't think I'm the kind of girl you're looking for.
Oh, why not? Attractive, somewhat dangerous, perhaps. A flair for magic. Seems rather my type. See, just when you roll shit, I don't know what you want. What does that mean?
The decision. I think I'm just going to leave. Goodbye.
Shame. Don't push. Let's say standing offer. He just shoots you a wink.
I'm finding the nearest latrine.
Right, we're kicking his ass.
I had fun writing these. Let us see who is next. You know what? Oh my god, what happened? Oh, I see what happened. Weird. Okay, so Lucian, you wanted to talk to Gwydion's mother.
I had
as we all do
to say, yeah.
MILF.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would. She's still on the ship, right?
She's in the guild hall. Gwydion basically invited everyone to dinner. You, him, and the Alosans proper.
Right.
So you guys sit down for a dinner. Some conversation. Just some light conversation happens, and then you wanted to talk about.
So that painting that Elrin has in his estate, that was your work? The burning ship?
Oh, yes. It was, yes.
Where exactly did you get the inspiration for that piece?
As I was explaining to Gwydion, it was just a dream that I had.
A dream. We found a piece just like it on an island not too far from here.
So I've been told. I found it rather strange.
Yes, it resulted in a very interesting conversation. Just rule it as coincidence in the meantime.
In that dream, did you happen to see, how do I put this, a many-eyed creature at all?
No. It was just the ship. I thought that was odd enough as it was. I feel like I would have remembered a creature, though.
Just when I came back from a trip recently, I went into Elrin's estate and I looked at the painting and there were eyes and they blinked back at me before disappearing. It was very strange.
Oh, that's rather ominous. I assure you, nothing about the painting should have done that. It might have been Elrin playing a joke on you. He is one to do things for his amusement, after all.
Well, I think it runs a bit deeper than that. Elrin certainly doesn't know. Well, Gwydion, you know I've died before. and I happen to come back.
You've what?
He's got his own problems to sort through, really. A lot of weird things going on with him.
Oh, you haven't told her, right? Because that would be a weird thing to say. Yes, I've died.
Did it
Twice. But when I...
Truth be told, you look rather well for it.
When I died, I spoke to this creature with a lot of eyes, as it were, and I somehow think it's connected. But I suppose you wouldn't know about that.
Well, if it's connected, it's certainly it's well beyond what I would know. I'm just a painter.
Speaking of painting, do you happen to know any magical painting techniques? Making a painting move, stuff like that.
No, magic's not in my blood. Gwydion gets that from his father.
I was working on a painting of a golden dragon that we had seen on our adventures, and I wanted it to move.
Oh, how strange.
Lucian would pull the unfinished painting out of somewhere.
Well, if you had... Well, after so much work has already been done, I would hate to have you restart, but I do know of one method that you could get a painting to move like you wish.
I mean, I could certainly start it all over again, as long as
it has to do with the canvas itself. If the canvas has ridges along it, sometimes you can paint it in such a way that looking at it at different angles makes it seem as if it were moving.
I like that. I'll have to pick up a canvas of that design.
It might take some custom ordering, but it would certainly be an eye-catcher.
Perfect. How much gold would that cost?
You should ask Matthew.
Matthew.
Matthew usually pulls out some random fucking gold number out from his ass. I just go, yes, that much money.
How much would what cost?
Like a canvas with ridges.
You know those things you get in Halloween where you go like this and it changes?
Canvas with ridges.
From normal to spooky, and like you touch it and it hurts.
It's like one of those signs you see on the roads where it's like they're triangles, and as you go by, it changes what it says.
Oh, like a corrugated. Okay, yeah. I mean, so like a 32 by 24 thing would cost us like $80 to get that printed.
80 gold it is.
I told you. Always ask Matthew.
80 gold. All right.
Sure. Costs more than a hand crossbow. Why not?
Hey Q, you looking for another project for the second week?
Maybe. Sounds fun.
A metal ass canvas.
Oh. Wait, you're trying to make it out of metal?
Absolutely.
Oh, I didn't understand. Okay. I mean, okay, if it's metal, how big do you want it?
Honestly, I would probably want it to be like, let's say, 10 feet tall by 6 feet wide?
Jeez.
Okay. And if we did that at like an 1/8 inch thick.
Jesus.
And if we're just using metal, like,
I mean, shit. Wouldn't Q just need the material?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, how much would that weigh?
It would be
That
super heavy.
size?
Let's make it out of iron. So iron density, right? So we're looking at
Okay.
about 8 grams per cubic centimeter.
Okay.
Well, you work on that. In the meantime,
I gotta figure out the volume of this. I'm on it.
okay. So Quinn.
Yes. Like after dinner, Gwydion would I actually remembered I ended up making other plans tonight that are quite urgent, so I'll leave you two to it. Your painting and stories. See you later. We'll
Bye,
go to
Gideon.
Fall Sanders shop for some haha escapades.
Hey, by the way, I've died before.
It's like
Yeah.
you tell tales of your death, and Gwydion goes off to Falsander. Are you ready to go, Gwydion?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Good. Follow me. He gets up and, walks out and, from around his shop, he exits the door, shuts it, gives it a lock, creates a small sigil in his hands over it, and, casts a spell on the door to ensure it stays shut. And you guys continue along your way. So, what has sparked this interest in necromancy?
It's really an interest in all schools of magic. I'm trying to stay well-rounded. I can't really stick to illusions purely. I feel like I need to understand also.
Forgive me, but it seems that this particular spell and request seems more intricate for a universal student.
Okay, well, I'm not the best liar, so here's what it is, the best way I can describe it. On my adventures, when I perform certain magical acts, I trigger something in my brain. What feels like flashbacks to flashbacks to memories that aren't mine. And in one of those, I was a necromancer. And I've been trying to trigger more and more of these memories in my free time by buying a bunch of different spells and trying them out. I was able to do it with Fireball, and I'm hoping that if I cast a spell on something, I will be able to find out more. I can't explain it beyond that because I don't understand it myself. I don't really know what my condition is. And I haven't told many people this because I don't know if it's dangerous information. So that's that.
Interesting.
Yes.
It seems to me, at least. Are you familiar with a spell called reincarnation?
Am I?
Probably not.
No. I know I've looked for ways of bringing, is that something that brings people back to life? I've heard such magic exists, but
It's
I've never...
not something as perfect as that. Rather, it does have to do with the soul of a creature. When a child is born, a soul is bestowed onto them. And with such a spell, cast upon the body of a dead individual, the creature born afterwards does eventually get its memories back. It does seem rather similar. It does seem odd that you would relive multiple lives, you said.
Yes, 7. That's how many I've counted.
7.
It started when I was 12. They started as streams, and now they are waking. They trigger seemingly randomly, but I'm trying to create a correlation between these waking dreams. When I was young, I thought they were dreams. Then I realized I was dreaming about things that actually happened, because I learned about them when I got to school. And I keep seeing things during my time adventuring that I've already dreamed about. And it's just getting more confusing.
Then I am happy to help. At this point, you have arrived at your destination. He just took you down a few streets and into a residential area. In this residential area, there is essentially like a mausoleum door, like a big mausoleum, like in a little bit of a little park area. He reaches around his robe and pulls out a key, unlocks the door, and opens it. Come, boy. He takes you down.
Okay. Is this,
Don't worry. Sorry, go on.
are we allowed to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
I have an exclusive agreement with the people buried here. As you go down, you find that this seems to be a massive catacomb. The walls themselves made of bones and like it's more bones than stonework.
Oh,
Yes,
interesting. Well,
indeed.
I know the spell requires a pile of bones, so
I would recommend not taking them from the wall.
yes, they seem like load-bearing bones.
Aren't they all?
A joke. Yes.
I'm not entirely devoid of humor.
Of course not. No, I just sorry. It's all very sudden. We haven't had much interaction. I mean, I've wanted to know you more. You seem well versed in magic, and I've wanted to learn. And you've taught me more about myself than anyone else has. I think possibly, if what you theorized was true. I'm going to worry about that later. I need to cast a spell, and I'll let you know if I see anything.
Indeed.
Let's find a suitable body.
In case it puts your mind at ease, as you do seem rather out of your element here, this catacomb is made by worshippers of the ferryman. I'm unsurprised that you are unfamiliar. He is not a well-worshipped god. He is said to take the souls of the living to the lands of the dead. He is also the god of undeath, and as a result, many of the worshippers and priests end up buried here.
I see.
Indeed.
Well, a little ironic, considering my case, supposedly. But, anyways, let's find the body then.
He takes you to a spot where one such body exists. It is a bones, just on a stone slab in the center of a room.
All right. Gwydion will prepare the ritual, which he already knows.
All right, so you cast the spell.
Drop of blood, a piece of flesh, and a pinch of bone dust.
Sounds like a fun time. All of which are readily available in this particular dungeon. as you cast the spell, you do, in fact, gain a memory. Where did we leave off with your notes on this one? I believe it was like...
The lady in red breaks my arm like a twig.
It wasn't. She didn't break your arm. What happened? Yeah, okay, so that's where we are. As you recall, the this lady in red, very like all of them are dressed the same when they come to you. This one in particular is wearing finer clothes, and I believe I said that she was wearing a crown.
Yeah.
Whenever the people that brought her here see her, they are unenthused, and one slaps you, and they get their arm broken by the lady with the crown. This takes place after that.
Okay.
Which you can tell because context. So, what you are standing on top of a tower. The tower itself is one that you've seen before, on top of which a statue of a phoenix is, crafted in gold and pyrite. As you stand atop of it, this fire burns behind you. You can feel the heat on your exposed back, and just the air on the top of it makes the dress you wear kind of float in the wind. You're seeing in the night an army of soldiers approaching onto the settlement, and you can see below you a mass gathering of the easiest way to say it is creatures. It seems these are people that you have raised. You know them all by name. They have now gathered here to defend you, and as you essentially watch as that army of soldiers starts to try to break through the walls. Armies of skeletons on the walls themselves are firing on the people below as they break through. The undead within the city end up going through the ranks of the soldiers, and essentially you are gazing upon an entire war in the temple constructed for you. That's all you get out of it before you snap out of it. It's a very brief but potent image. It seems that the events that took place prior have led to even greater things.
That did work.
Yes, you seem to zone out, child.
Yes, I was on top of a tower, a temple. There was a phoenix lit with flame. At night, there was an army of soldiers approaching me, but I had an army of undead, and I knew all their names, and they were defending me, the undead people. I had upset someone. I was a woman. They called me the Phoenix Queen. This was in a desert. The Herald of the Phoenix, that's what it was.
I am unfamiliar. It seems you were quite powerful, if that was a past life.
Yes, I think... I feel like I was more powerful than I am in all of these lives, and from what I can piece together, there's one for each other school of magic. I have one. I know there's one for divination, one for evocation, one for necromancy, one for transmutation, one for enchantment. There are two others. They could be abjuration and conjuration, but I don't have enough information. I chose that. I don't know if it was to complete this or if it's just what I leaned towards.
Interesting.
I don't know what the commonality is other than I'm a wizard in all of them. I keep seeing things that are relevant to some of them in my adventures. I don't know. I don't know what it means.
Theoretically, you might find out. Give it time, boy.
Time and experimentation is all I can give it. I don't know if I'll cast the spell again, but it was worth the investment if I can figure out more.
Yeah, as you're saying this, a skeleton is just standing by you, like staring at you directly.
Oh, I just have this thing for 24 hours, I think. Stay here.
He like stands up straight and just like as if on guard. You can't see me, but I'm being on guard right now.
I don't see the appeal in this.
Perhaps it is an acquired taste.
Yes. Well, I'll figure it out on my own, and if you figure anything out, or if you need me to regale you with any more information that might be something you know of, it would help. I study history specifically so I can know about these things, but it's very hard to find. Some of it is very specific.
I will look into it further.
Right. Thank you.
I mean, he takes you back. Although the feeling of actually, to be more specific, you have the animated skeleton in your control for 24 hours, but he just stays there forever.
Yeah.
So there's a skeleton roaming the catacombs now, but don't worry about it. You'll probably
It'll be good for a level 1 party.
Yeah. This will.
Oh man.
It's fine.
I mean, you know,
It's
Witcher,
fine.
if you need to take care of, just saying.
Some like poor like farmer lost his wife, and he and his daughter are like putting her to rest, and then they get mangled by a skeleton.
We need to find the necromancer who did this and defeat him.
By then,
Origin
I already
story.
have my army.
Brilliant.
All right.
The necromancer and his changeling accomplice.
So, there's only 2 more things that I have written down. No, there's 3 more things. We're gonna start with this one. So Leora, you eventually
Not
do
Leora.
receive.
She's not Leora.
She's Sen.
Tea.
Fine, Sen. You do receive notice from Elvira that she is ready for your assistance. You go to meet her at the Wizard's Sleeve on Barron Street. In her arms, you see this mass of chains and shackles. Perfect timing, darling.
I'm not sure this is what I had in mind.
Trust me. Here, hold these. We're being of use to our mutual friends, of course, such as is needed. And in your head, you hear her say, "There is work to be done here, even with the Inquisition's recent departure. Now, please, grab some manacles and go to these addresses." Change just a small piece of paper with scrawled on street names and numbers. You'll need to go to all of these addresses. They'll all be expecting you. All you need to do is lock up the owners of their houses, and you'll be done.
What the fuck?
Okay.
You seem a bit uneasy.
I just walk away as the manacles clink in my hands.
Alright, so you do as she says. Each time you knock on the door, the person on the other side seems relieved at your arrival.
Yep.
The entire time you spend binding them, you are met with thanks. You bind them so that each of them cannot leave the room. They've already prepared some sort of like stone cellar or just like a place to be latched to. And each of them have plenty of food and drink, enough for a few days.
The fuck?
Very good. Glad I could help.
That's it. That's what she needed you to do.
What? I have so
Don't
many
worry
questions.
about it.
I have so many questions.
You'll be fine. Now Gwydion.
Why?
One day you find yourself just eating a lunch alone.
Just like
Which I
childhood.
don't imagine is very uncommon for you.
What?
However, on this particular day, you are somewhat rudely interrupted by a halfling man who slams down on your table, along with as many pints as you feel like you could conceivably carry. You recognize the man
So, like,
as a member of the New Moon's Requiem crew by the name of Pembroke.
Oh. Sorry. Startled me. Hello?
Hey, you there. Drink, and he slides you over a pint.
Oh. I recognize you. I think last I saw you, you were unconscious.
That sounds like me. Oh, drink.
Could Emo, like, give it, like, a reserved, like, smell, like, it's, like, take a sip. Just, like, a really meager sip of it, like,
That's no good. I got all this ale, took it all the way from over there, just to drink with you, friend.
oh. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just a bit slow to drink, but I will. It won't go to waste, I'm sure. He'll drink a bit faster now.
Oh, you're just. Oh no! Why? Oh, you're terrible. Oh, come on, the day's still young. So much to drink. And now it's worth noting that every time his mouth stops speaking, it is immediately placed upon a tankard. Like by this entire conversation, he's already done with 2 pints.
The day is still young, which is why I'm concerned about. Okay, well, I guess I'll set aside all the plans that I had for another day.
Reminds me of someone I know.
What is this guy dressed in? Does he look like is he in like caster's robes, or is he in like leather armor or like plate mail or something?
Clothes.
I see. Just normal guy clothes. Okay, I mean, can't get a read on this guy, I guess. You know what? Actually, I will cast detect magic with my innate ability to do that. See if he's like magic anyway.
His clothes are enchanted with magic, some sort of abjuration.
Okay, good to know. I don't. Okay. Well, Gwydion will drink, but he's not gonna be able to keep pace with this motherfucker.
Guys, you're no fun.
Sorry.
Whatever. I'll go drink with that guy over there. He just takes up all the tankards and just runs off.
Am I being petted? What's happening?
The halfling wanted to drink. You didn't want to drink with him. Come on, man. We always trust halflings with mysterious items on them to consume. Nothing bad ever happened from that.
Well,
True.
however many pints he left by Gwydion, he will drink just because it's free.
It's just
Pretty sure
Woo,
he took
free
them all.
booze.
You see him. The other guy looks even like less into him than you were, and he just like continues drinking, just pushing him back.
Bad way to introduce yourself to people, I think.
I don't think he thought that far ahead, to be honest.
Oh man. Oh well.
Now, as the this whole thing is coming to a close, just the night before the festival, the Minotaur, Brazdar, stomps down the stairs and finds a table he likes.
Ah, shit.
There are a handful of people sitting at the table already, drinking and such, and just slams a big old bowl onto the table. This table's mine. Sorry, friend, but we've... Now! The cliched, like, smoke comes out from his nostrils, and the people sitting there just run off. He sits down, pulls the bowl closer to him, and pulls out a dagger. He takes the dagger and runs it along his hand. As the blood flows into the bowl, you can hear chanting under his breath.
Ah. Okay.
Who is here to see this?
Just everyone here for dinner.
Oh.
Ah. Is his blood black?
His blood is red.
Okay.
Well, I guess the question now is, hey, Gwydion, you want us both to see what the fuck he's doing? I think we're about the only two that might even have a clue what the fuck ritual he's performing, if it is one.
What does this look like?
Oh, it looks like a shit man.
Well, I mean, he takes out a small thistle, like a thistle-like blue bulb from a bag, puts it into the bowl and starts crushing it with the other end of his knife. Still chanting.
You'll scoot closer, but I feel like I would die if I try to interrupt him.
Well,
He
yeah.
then takes a fine white powder from the bag and adds it to the mix. He takes a small stick and just lights it off of a candle and puts the flame into the bowl, causing a quick flash of blue flame before it gives way into only fumes, which he inhales deeply and then begins mixing again.
Lucian just walks over and looks. And just watches.
I feel like Lambert would be the person who knows the most about what's happening.
Can I help you?
Oh, I was just wondering what you were doing over here.
Blood.
Looked real flashy.
Blood for the war paint.
Do I know anything that what the fuck he just said?
He's making woad.
He's making war paint.
Clearly.
It seems to be some
Oh,
sort of
war
ritual.
paint. War paint, okay.
That's what they call it.
Ah, for
Feel
tomorrow.
honored. The Kharal only performed this ritual on the night before a glorious battle.
Shall I consider that a challenge for tomorrow?
Perhaps. Done with his ritual, he scrapes the bottom of his knife off into the bowl, finishes his chant, and exhales deeply.
How many? Has it been time? How much time has it been since Pembroke came to me with booze? Was that days ago?
Probably this morning.
Okay.
And I mean morning.
Yeah. Okay. I've short rested before then. While he's doing this, I do want to sense magic again. See if there's any magic bullshit going on.
The war paint itself does not appear to be magical. It seems that this is just some sort of maybe a religious ritual.
Okay, so he's not buffing himself with some kind of secret magic drug. I guess he's just actually weird.
He's just a monster, that's all.
I guess he's just weird.
I mean, god damn it. What do I roll to know about Minotaur? I mean, Minotaurs are a quote-unquote monstrous race.
All right.
I'm curious.
Roll me a religion check.
Ooh,
actually.
wait, actually that's a +7. Why am I worried? Oh, because my rolls are... Oh, because my rolls are all over the place usually. Never mind, that's 17. Fair. That's not bad.
Yeah, so you don't know about this particular ritual, but you do know of... there is a god that is primarily worshipped by Minotaurs. They are largely a monotheistic society. This particular... the god herself is the god Kara. And it seems that this guy is in fact a member of that religion. They seek glory in battle and that sort of thing.
Now, just because I think it would... What the fuck, Dennis? Of all the things, I didn't want to just glance. It's horrifying. Anyway, before I lose that train of thought again. What would I roll to know the best way to shame a Minotaur in battle? Because I kind of want to give Lucian a heads up.
Like it's nuts.
No. Because I know out of character the best way to do it.
Make another religion check.
Oh shit! Come on.
Your horns are small.
19. Yes.
You're bad.
You definitely would not want to break his horn.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh. He didn't break Barthok's horn, did he? No, he didn't.
No.
No.
Okay. Well.
If breaking his horns would be very much a sign of disrespect.
Okay.
Break the horn. Have it be a collection of the armor.
I want to meet that horn.
Okay. Wait. So, are we going like full on D&D Minotaur status here, where usually the way they competed for power is the loser would end up losing a horn. The winner would actually take said horn and make it a drinking horn or a musical instrument of some sort as a mark of pride to their shame?
I mean, pretty much something very similar.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna have a conversation with Lucian after this little powwow here. Also, we might make an enemy for life out of the Minotaur. Fair warning.
I wonder how well they've been sleeping.
Oh yeah.
I forgot we left the fucking rock on their ship until someone said it.
It's the Scream Rock.
I wonder if they ever found that.
Well, I once brought it up.
I'm pretty sure they've had more than enough time to find it. I'm pretty sure they're wicked pissed off because I'm not sure they know who did it yet.
Could have been anyone.
It was Gwydion, invisible on their ship.
Yep.
Oh, this... Wow, this fight's gonna go either amazingly well and then later very terrible for us, or very terrible for us right out of the gate.
I think we're going to win, and Lucian will not die.
Okay. That seems oddly.
Brightside, the one that decided to pick a fight with the one that would more than likely kill somebody, thankfully comes back to life after a week.
He picked a fight with me, alright? You don't beat the shit out of my friends like that.
Well, I'm gonna give you the best way to shame his ass. You just have to win the fight first to get the opportunity to do it.
Gonna win. Fucking bastard.
I'm about to tell you to break off a Minotaur's horn, which is literally the dumbest fucking thing you can do in D&D.
I feel like
After the ritual is done, he, takes the freshly constructed war paint and just walks back up the stairs.
Flashy.
That has to do with the religion. Hey, Lucian.
Yeah.
How angry are you at that guy? Of course, I'm waiting until he's all the way up the stairs before I have this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm going to beat his entire ass.
Weird phrasing. But that said, you want to know the best way to bring shame upon a Minotaur, especially one that is that deep in the religion?
Sure.
Once you beat them senseless, break off one of his horns.
Ooh. Yeesh, that's a very permanent injury right there.
I feel like we'd get in trouble.
They'll live without it. And honestly, it's actually something they constantly do in their own personal tribes. Winners take a horn of the loser. Usually they'll make it into an instrument, drinking apparatus, what have you.
And you make an enemy for life as well.
Potentially. But they'll never forget the shame either. It's like being gelded for them.
I see.
I mean, personally, I just want to shame Talvin. That guy.
Yeah, but he, brutally slaughtered one of my friends, so...
Slaughtered?
Oh, good thing I didn't sleep.
Nearly killed him.
Okay.
Good God. Yeah, oh yeah, I was there for that. I watched that happen. That's why I had this conversation. I remember now.
Oh, tomorrow's the day. I've got to prepare, I suppose. Got a nifty spell that might help with group combat. We'll see.
We'll see.
Do we have any set plan in place, or are we just going to do what we always do and wing it?
I mean, I've got general strategy for how I want to deal with them.
I'm taking the big one.
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
going-
you're taking the big one because you're the biggest of us, and so is he.
I'm going to stay a set distance away from their spellcaster, but I can shut them down individually or as a group, depending on what spell I cast. So I normally roll.
Stay next to Q, I suppose, is the best plan.
That's also a good idea.
It's
But-
difficult because it's best for me to be in the thick of things.
Yes, I don't want to have any of my spells shut down, so I need to stay a certain distance away from their caster so that I can actually do things.
I should really upgrade my crossbow.
You say that now, and that's really funny.
Kind of bothers me now that I think about it. They don't really have much in the way of frontline melee fighters like us. In fact, a lot of them seem to prefer magic, range. Hell, the Minotaur seems to be the only one that really wants a full-on frontal fight.
Craig carries around a short sword, if nothing else. It's hard to get a read on Pembroke.
Yeah,
see-
but Pembroke comes across as a guy that's not really much for a melee, per se. Or if he is, he's gonna do it quick and dip out of dodge like any goddamn
I think
halfling.
he's a monk.
From what I
Oh,
understand,
that would suck.
Drunken monk.
That would suck if they got a monk. I'm not even gonna lie. That would fucking suck.
Oh, but
Yeah.
like a monk that's been slowed? I mean, that would be
Ooh.
way worse.
From what I've picked up, Talvin seems very... Fuck, what was the phrase you guys used?
Promiscuous?
Full frontal. He seems very full frontal.
What the hell does that even mean?
Like, he showed it to you?
And on that note, it's 11:03.
Yep, that's the note we end on.
You're not wrong. So, next
Show you mine,
week,
show me yours.
we will pick up at the Bright Moons Festival. There is some festivities to do aside from just the fight, so be prepared for some carnival games, some gambling, perhaps some tomfoolery, and some dickery and shit. I don't know.
Whoa.
I have thousands of gold to spend on carnival games. Let's go.
It sounds amazing. We're gonna do this fight, and it's gonna be a fun time.
I'm gonna have a real heart-to-heart with Ellerin because reincarnate is a transmutation spell. You might know something about that.
What if we lose in like 3 turns?
Well, I won't die in 3 turns. I know that.
It can go anywhere.
They're the same level as us.
Well, that's fun. I mean,
If, right?
yeah.
Then they've got to at least roll a 15 for attack rolls to hit me.
No. They have to roll a lot of damage to kill me.
They've got that's a pretty high chance.
Hopefully they roll bad on their saves.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of next week, I think I'm starting a new job.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't have a start date just yet, but while
We'll
we
find
were
a
playing,
replacement.
my background check finished up, so I think that was the only thing I was waiting on. And I'm expecting it to be like an 8 to 5 job, so there'd be 5 PST, which is normally like
Right.
an hour than we normally start.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm starting next week. I would assume so because they were short, which makes me nervous, but it's fine. I'll let you all know when I know more.
Yeah.
But do we want to maybe start an hour later? He asks selfishly, or
God. Does that mean we go? Does that mean we also go an hour later?
I don't think we could do that.
I mean, we could. I mean, if that's something that we end up having to do, I would be okay with 3-hour sessions. Generally speaking,
It's already hard enough for me to do a session
yeah.
just out at 11.
Originally we were doing 3-hour sessions So but it's just that we always went over, so we just did 4-hour sessions instead. If you guys remember.
Yeah.
So I don't mind doing 3-hour sessions if that is. I mean, starting an hour later doesn't really hurt me that much.
But isn't there's also time that you need to like drive home and like settle in too, right, Matthew?
So I could just like Discord in on the drive there, so at least I'm like
there, yeah.
Also, we're
We're
bullshitting for like the
yeah.
first 30 minutes anyway, so.
Yeah, I don't know what like overtime and things are gonna look like. There's a lot of like questions because I think I'm closing, so if things are weird, then
Oh my
there's
god.
that.
You scared the shit out of me, Cat.
But I can easily just pop in an earpiece on the drive home and
Right.
not participate that much and have somebody else do some rolls. It's fine.
I'll give you a hard time every time we hear your car. Like you did the one time I called you.
I mean, I will definitely go out of my way to make it work as best we can, for sure. So, just keep us informed. That's,
Yeah, like
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It is what it is, I guess. If the group wanted to continue with the 4-hour sessions and me miss out an hour, that's fine too.
Nah.
It's one thing if we do that once, but nah, we can't do that every time.
Yeah, that gets. Yeah, that would get bad.
Yeah.
Especially if we combat.
I mean, I try not to do that to begin with.
Yeah.
So.
Combat?
Yeah. I don't fight things.
I didn't pit you all up against a fucking god or anything. Freaking last homebrew. What are you talking about?
That can't be
No.
How many guys did you kill?
A god and his pet.
70.
Cool. Well, that's a thing. I'll keep the group in the loop of when I have answers, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm expecting.
All right.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Good to know.
All right.
Fun session.
Yeah. Down.
Yep. Lots of stuff.
Yeah. Catch y'all next week.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah. Later.
I'll catch ya.
Well, everyone, that's that for this session of not Dungeon the Met. Wow, I'm tired. Jesus. The Esterisle's Cartography Guild Homebrew. Fuck, God. I need to get to sleep. I actually legit need to get to sleep. As usual, though, I hope you all enjoyed. If you all did enjoy, a great way to show that support, as always, by liking the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, sharing it with your friends. And, just tuning in next week to see what happens. God knows what will happen. Maybe we'll all die. Maybe only Lucian will die. In which case, no one dies. Because Lucian can just come back to life from dust. What the hell is that? Whatever. That bugs me. Literally try to kill Talon off, and frickin' Lucian just comes back every frickin' time he dies. Man, goddamn. But anyway, once again, thank you all for watching. And as usual, cheers to those that love us, losers that lost us, and as always, lucky sons of bitches that get to meet us. And we'll catch you all in the next video. See you then.